But you have been doing exercises for the travel, haven't you?
Yes.
So you've
Getting
raised that.
swole.
Oh, more
No,
flexible, wasn't
getting
it?
agile, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
And so you can sit there and watch. You can approach if you want to. What do you want to do?
I will try to approach. This is going to go great.
Here's the fun part. They
So,
statted out the blood
so
elves.
do you have your next character ready to go, Dakota?
So I'm not going to fight them. I'm going to get the shit kicked out of me.
That was more or less my point. Yes.
As you approach, you hear them shouting, and your basic understanding of Elvish lets you know that it's just commands of like attack, defend. You know, hearing one person yell that no, you're too rigid here, and one of the people who seems to be an instructor turns to you. What do you want, outsider?
To join in, I say, with the worst accent, barely able to speak it correctly.
You are pulling off the English of Sperethiel right now.
to join in, to learn.
Me want learn fight.
No, not that bad, but just very close.
He kind of he eyes you over and looks at the large ass sword on your back, just staring at that, and makes a comment about how it seems rather big for something as small as you.
Big is helpful to work.
You're racking your brain on how to say this broken, aren't you?
Yes.
Doesn't this guy know that you're not supposed to talk about the size of another man's sword?
I'll just pull the dwarf one out. It's like normal, helpful as well.
He stares at you, and if you wish to spar with one of ours, here's a new recruit who's been proving useful. Test your skill against them.
Maybe he'll survive against this newbie.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'll bow and thank you.
Okay.
22.
Initiative roll for you two.
Yay! Let's do it. Aha!
He's wearing chainmail. He doesn't have initiative anymore.
I don't.
Wow.
Great.
It's better than me. Remember how bad Gregorius' initiative rolls have been? Well, now that he's got that new shield, his initiative penalty went up. So I am now rolling a whopping step 2 on my initiative checks.
Ooh.
So just to see the difference in agility right here. Holy shit. Okay. So you go there.
He went there.
You're in a ring,
Sure did.
essentially. Like it's a bit of a mud pit. Stepping around, sweat, the bit of blood in there.
Yeah.
And the elf pulls out his short sword, and sets it up proper, and he's just staring you down, and he lunges at you and takes a swipe. Which point?
I'm trying to think of that training scene they had in early Game of Thrones where Arya was being taught by that Spanish guy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So he goes to
I forget his name.
He goes to take a swipe, and that's decently low on you, right?
Yeah.
300. 300? Okay, so he takes a swipe, but you're able to kind of dodge out of the way a bit faster than they expect.
Nice.
And it's your turn.
Let's see. I'll use the big one since he made a show of it. Like pointing it out. Cha.
Nice.
Wow. Fuck. That's 2 successes on top of your initial.
Nice.
I don't have that. Hang on.
In other words, your defense is better than his.
Cha.
Only by 1. All right. Son of a bitch. Having to make me do math. Okay. So 14.
And make up stats, too.
Actually, no. There's already stats in the book.
Oh, for
Ha, ha, ha.
generic warrior type?
Blood elves. They actually have them. They statted them out.
Oh, just like standard
Cute.
blood elf citizen type stat.
Kind of. All right. You go in and you get a decent swipe. You cut up his armor a little bit, and you draw blood. But he's still thrashing around. He's still doing pretty well.
All right.
Welcome to Bloodwood. I'm here to murder your citizens.
As long as I don't kill him.
God damn it!
I'm waiting for this pit fight to turn into the other pit fight.
Yeah, really.
He takes a swipe at you and gets again across your chainmail, but doesn't hurt you. Yeah, you hit him. No extra successes.
Yeah, because you need a 10 or less to hit him.
Oh Lord.
All right. He's pretty bloody now.
All right, now just.
Oh
Just-
my
just
goodness! I
enough
thought
to
they
get-
were fighting with the flats of their swords. I didn't realize that they were like
gonna
this
say.
straight up doing it.
You do know that's an option, right?
Is it?
You can declare that your attacks are non-lethal damage before
I'm
you
gonna
make
do.
them.
I'm gonna do that with the second one then.
Okay.
Because I realized, shit, that was bad.
It was funny to let it happen before without telling you, but I figured we should be nice and tell you now.
That may have been the best response ever. Is it? I didn't realize I could. Yes, you can just spar with somebody. You
I
have to
figured
straight up
you'd have-
murder
I
everybody.
figure things like that you have you have specific weapons for. When have I not needed to kill something? All right, that hits.
Well,
me.
the time that you did kill somebody but didn't mean to.
Nope.
That doesn't bypass your armor.
It's like I said, you can
Nope,
hit him with
it's
the
11
flat
now.
end of your blade rather than the
You
sharp end
son
of it.
of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets a good strike on you, and he cuts in. And yes, that's with an extra success there. Cuts in, but your armor just kind of absorbs it. And
And a non-lethal booping for you.
Oh boy!
Oh,
Oh boy!
Good thing you said that.
that's a hell of a non-lethal boop, all right.
See, this would have been that pit fight all over again if I hadn't
It
brought
would have
that
been.
up.
oh my god.
The legend of decapitating Kaja.
Yeah. Kaja the killer.
You know what's funny? He only had 4 until his unconscious rating. This would have definitely killed him if you didn't say it was non-lethal.
Oh God.
You're right, Chris. That was hilarious when he was like, "I could do that."
What?
I didn't know. I've never.
Why is it you can't pull this shit out whenever it's like, oh look, you just need to kill this one enemy. Miss, 2 damage, miss.
That's right. I just have to make fun of you, Dakota, just because, I mean, yes, you don't know what all the game options are, but on the other hand,
Hey, do you want to have
I mean,
a fun sparring fight? Sure.
it could have occurred to you to
would
ask.
assume, we're fun sparring fight. Get the sticks.
Also, how many months have you had the rule book for?
I haven't read it. Don't pretend
Exactly.
like I should have read this thing.
I even told you what page the combat options were on.
Hell, I've had some of my RPG books for decades. I haven't read them.
I
What does
play
that say
this
about-
until I need to read something,
I-
and then I read it.
I kickstarted one
Yeah.
and I still haven't completely read it.
Ooh, Blades! Lights in the dark.
No, this is Demon Hunters.
Oh, okay.
No,
Blades in
this,
the dark is cool.
yeah,
though.
this is by the guys who did Darkness Rising,
Oh, that one. Right.
the comedy one. That, yeah, it's kind
Yeah,
of bitch.
the people who are going out hunting demons but aren't very good at it.
Or the demons are the silliest goddamn. Yeah, They only possess bananas and try to corrupt people through bananas type thing.
And it's a good thing I don't eat bananas then.
But with that non-lethal damage there,
Yay!
you hit him with the side of your massive
He's
blade.
gonna need some
and,
aspirin when he wakes up, though. Let me tell
and you knock him down face first into the. You see like little bubbles popping out of him, and you
Nice.
see the guy who is the trainer jump in.
Kai's just frozen for a moment as he has flashbacks.
Just flashbacks. Yeah. Just like
Please live. Please live.
Just like no. He just drops his weapon and immediately starts trying to pick him out of the mud.
Not this
No,
again.
no,
Not again.
No,
not
no,
again.
no.
You know what's sad? I don't remember that guy's name, and I'm sad I don't.
I like all those sixes you got in that roll, though.
Oh my
Yeah.
It's
god!
amazing.
665611.
Uh,
Well, you better. One of these days, we're gonna have to come up with that guy's name because I still need to bind him to something that Dakota owns.
but so oh wait, so you drop your blade to go get him before the trainer comes in?
Yeah, just
Okay.
like oh
You-
god,
you
I'm
see
not
the
killing
air-
someone
You
again.
see the air bubbles popping out. You flip him over. You cut yourself slightly on his thorns without realizing.
That's fine.
Just 2 points of damage.
Don't
yeah,
die, please. Don't
Pretty
die.
much just like 2 points. And he's still breathing. He's just really bloody. You notice you actually broke a couple of the thorns on his skin. But he still seems alive. If you
Yeah,
can
he
call-
can continue to feel
Good.
constant pain every day.
Yay.
Over.
The trainer comes up behind you and just like, better than I thought.
He may have a big, bulky weapon, but he knows how to direct its momentum.
This is okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well done.
he starts
Question mark?
he starts walking away and just like yelling at you. Leave him there. He'll wake up eventually.
Okay, as long as he's not face down in the mud and could die.
He just kind of sits on the edge of the ring, looking at you. Where'd you learn to fight?
In the mean streets of Gadgetzan.
My sister used to beat the shit out of me, and then a guy who lives in an abandoned building.
Where did you learn how to fight? Oh, family abuse.
Family abuse and a homeless guy.
Yeah, just that's basically what I say translates out to.
That's a great response.
I want to make like a joke of Daddy 05, but I really don't want to at the same time.
Oh my god. If you had made that joke 2 days ago, I wouldn't have understood what you meant. But I know what that is now. And holy
And
shit.
Chris looks confused on that.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
I will tell you.
It's
in
probably better that way, honestly.
But yeah, see, just looking through, and whenever you say like family abuse and homeless man, he raises an eyebrow and just like, okay, you're
Whatever
very
works for
crude
you.
though. Still very, you're not that fluid as you could.
Yeah, you gotta get more ranks in Rip Toast.
I didn't even need to.
I'm surprised you didn't do Riptos there.
You forgot.
No, it was just too high for me to bother with.
That also. Sometimes you just gotta give it the old college try.
But yes. So, oh Jesus Christ, sorry. Burping up everything. So he's there and he starts trying to give you pointers, telling you like how to swing a little bit better, how to move. It's basically helping you with your dexterity in story training. Yeah.
Yay.
But So time, it's like it feels like forever at that point. It just slowly, you guys are doing all this at about the same time. It finishes up. You start hearing people dispersing. You guys meet up, and about this time, out walks a. After some time has passed, a tall elf emerges from the palace. By his lordly walk and rich clothing, he is no mere guard. In sing-song Elvis, almost too swift for the ear to follow, he addresses the guards. They bow and part ranks, allowing you to pass. So he's standing up at the top of the entrance area, telling the guards yes to let you up.
After Kaja takes some time to wipe the blood of his foe off of him.
Yep.
That much.
I feel what I put up there near the Elf Queen's palace is correct now.
Yes, I like that.
What?
On the map.
Look at your map. And look at your map in the Bloodwood.
Why do you do this?
Yeah.
See,
I don't
the
know,
keyword
Kaja.
there is almost.
I don't know, Kaja. Why do you do this?
That's how he spells it.
What?
Kaja. But,
Yeah. That's...
So yes.
Wait a minute. Sloan spelled one of our names correctly?
Well, because the other two have it as their character name, not just their freaking username, which you can change by going to the cog and putting your goddamn thing. And so
I probably could.
I'm DM so tired, so very, very tired right now.
Yeah, you change your DM name every week.
Exactly.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago it was Mock.
No,
Whack.
I think that was no.
Was it last week? I don't know.
I think I was DM Supreme
Seems-
last. So
Seems like
He was,
only
he was
yesterday.
mocked like at some point, like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
yeah, whatever. So as he waits up there with kind of a smirk, his hands in a very upward thing, just looking like he's disgusted to touch things, but waiting for you to come up to him.
He has people to touch things for him.
Exactly. He's a douche.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes, let's. Hold on, Grigori needs to find his monocle.
The sad part is I could imagine you actually having a monocle from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean
or
like
Grigori, and the answer
both.
is yes.
both, yes.
I wish I did. It's hard to wear one over top of regular glasses, so that's a problem.
You can wear it behind the other glasses.
No, what I need to do is find some sort of coating I can put on the frames so that half of the frames are invisible,
Oh, God.
and all you see is one frame, so it's like a monocle.
Okay. As you approach, he just looks down at you. Hello, yes, I am Colorin. That's how it's spelled. So,
And what are you coloring?
His last name is
off
Book.
with his head.
All right, now time for a new character.
Hey, a blood elf.
We're gonna finally meet the
Yeah.
Nethermancer named Gregory.
Yeah, long lost Gregory, who mysteriously has identical stats.
He looks exactly like Grigori, except with a big handlebar mustache. Oh no, my brother!
And clown
What?
shoes.
Yeah. The Russian Nethermancer's long lost brother is a Southern hick. Gigantic redneck.
Also covered in blood pebbles and shit like that.
No, excuse me, I'm not covered with blood pebbles. Technically, the blood pebbles are covered with me.
Okay. But he's just, yeah, so what brings you to the Bloodwoods?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Kelleran. We've been charged with delivering this box. I'll kind of gesture back towards Kaja, because I probably gave it back to him, or he never took it from him. But we've been charged with delivering this box to the person whose symbol matches on this. It was given to us by. I'm going to say the
The
name.
charge
I
of
can't
delivering
remember
this
the dude's name.
to, we don't actually know who.
We were told by the elf who escorted us here into the wood that he knew who this belonged to. So we are here to personally deliver it. It was given to us by, and I'll say the guy's name. I know I've got it. It's just in my other notes. And he asked us to bring it here, and so
And
he's a good man, and we have decided to honor that request.
interesting. May I see what's in the box?
That I don't. I can't. I can't say for certain unless you are the owner of the box.
Oh, my dear boy, no. Me and Devon, from what I've been told, who it's supposed to be from, don't really see eye to eye.
I see. Is this your symbol then?
No, that's that lowly of a symbol. No, and he points to like a crest that he wears on his robes, where you can see it's similar but it has like some small
It's
differences.
at least 3 points fancier.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I'm not as lowly as that 1 point there.
I see. I see. So where is the actual owner of the box then? If it's
Oh,
not you,
She's coming. She's coming. I'd just like to inquire why anyone would visit our quaint little corner of paradise here, you know?
of course, of course. Well, you have your answer, but I'm afraid I cannot show you the contents of the box if you are not the rightful owner. I am sure, Master Caloran, that you can understand that.
Yes, very. But I do have a request from you gentlemen, if you would. After you have done talking with who you must deliver the box to, once she is done conveying whatever she wants to convey, please seek me out. Ask the gods; they'll fetch me.
No,
And
Well, hey,
of course.
maybe when she gets here, she'll be happy to show him what's in her box.
There you go. Just gonna let that one go by.
just let that sit there.
I couldn't not say it.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Absolutely. I mean, honestly, I feel much better now that you have said it. So it's,
You've been wanting to say it for a while now, haven't you?
well, I didn't want to steal your thunder. Certainly. I mean,
You saw the smirk on my face, and you figured you'd let me have that one.
Of course. So we can ask any of these guards here, and they will they'll take us to wherever it is that you are.
Yes, yes. But until then, enjoy. Well, don't venture too far from the palace. That's all I can suggest.
Well, that seems like fair advice.
And he kind of sachets back inside.
After he's gone, Grigori will turn to Wayland and say, I do not understand why he thinks we would want to see him again.
I'm not sure, but it seems that people of that ilk probably think that people like us want nothing more than to be in their presence. I'm curious to see what he has to say.
Very curious.
Yeah. So who were you
Strange,
talking? Who were you talking to earlier?
Elves. Who else?
But there was nobody around you. Were you talking to ghosts again? Or was it your... So it wasn't your troll
Obviously.
friend? Oh.
Why would he be here?
Well, I don't know. I don't know why half of the voices that you speak to would be anywhere around us. It seems that they would have much better things to do. So I'm curious.
That
what
not
did they have to
everywhere,
say?
my friend.
Oh. Well, that makes me feel nervous. Now what am I going to do when I have to poop?
I would imagine you would squat down and poop.
And now it's tough though when I know that somebody's watching me, whether they're in astral space or in actual space. Why do you think I have to go so far away from the campfire when we're on the trail?
This is a conversation I don't want to have, and Kaja's just going to walk up the stairs.
I'm just glad we don't have any windlings in the party. That would make me really nervous. What did they have to say though?
Oh, they were just talking about whether or not you know, all of this was good idea. The usual. I mean, the obvious thing.
Sure. The well,
Although
the song.
Although,
go ahead, please finish.
honestly, it's a bit confusing as to why Wyland might be asking this, because Grigori wasn't actually talking to them; he was just listening to them. So I guess the question would be more of a, what were you staring at blankly for a minute?
You seemed lost in deep thought.
Yeah,
Which is
so
unusual.
I guess that's
What was
more of
going
what
on?
he said to spark that off. But
That's his listening face. We know it by now.
His
Yeah.
listening face.
most other people call it the just had a hit of LSD face, but you know, it's about the same thing.
Close enough.
The wacky shrooms.
Right about dusk, you hear the doors open to the palace, and you see a slender female form wearing what still look like noble robes, but not as bright and vibrant and ornate as some of the others.
Slightly less upper own ass than the other people.
Exactly. And in a very delicate voice that I cannot replicate with any hope at all. So I'm not even going to try. She sits there and she slowly walks down the steps towards you instead of, beckoning you to come up. And ask, so you're the ones that Devon sent, yes?
Indeed. This is your box?
Yes. He sent a messenger
We're keeping your box safe right here.
before you, saying that it should arrive with some strange individuals.
Oh, well, maybe you're still having to wait. We're anything but strange. I would actually think that we're more normal than most. But that's aside from the point. Either way, yes, Devon sent us. Do you have proof that this is yours?
Well, she's still a little stunned at we're more normal than expect, or that we're not the strange ones. Comment.
Even Grigori looks confused by that statement.
She looks around at, like, there's Wyland, who's just saying that, wearing striped pants, and occasionally she could tell he was pulling stuff from his underwear.
Aha!
And when she glances over at the spirit mage who's with the
Bottle opener.
studded stone skin, he just shrugs like, "Yeah, I don't get it either."
And then when she looks over at Kaja, what's his? He's not paying attention, is he? Just kind of.
He's like holding the box, just kind of waiting, and like, are you the person I just belong to?
Is he essentially going?
Keeping it warm there, Chris.
He's like, this probably is the person, so he's kind of like moved his hands out a little.
But whenever you ask if you can prove, she moves one of her like robes and shows her sigil that matches it. And she
I'll make sure you didn't break that in there.
He'll definitely hold the
room.
box out. It's like, okay, this is yours.
she asks you to hold it there, and she waves her hand around, obviously doing some magic there. And from you just sense from no magic on the box to suddenly the larger amount. As she takes it, she opens it up, and who tries to look in the box?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not obviously, but just sort of like,
Just looming over, staring.
yeah, like I'm not gonna lean in and be obnoxious about it, but I'm gonna have a peek from where I am.
Okay. Kaja, you trying to look in or no?
He's got that thing where it's like when somebody opens a box in front of you and you're at the lid part, so you like lean your head up and like look down. It's like,
So doing just
yeah. He's like,
I'm thankful I found this thing again too. But yes, what about Wyland? Is he?
Hell yeah!
He's busy with his beer.
hell yeah.
I pulled a can of stout out of my pants.
His stout blonde lady beer.
You
making
all,
a massive head.
you can all see
Oh,
what inside the box. A rose. In fact, it's the ever living rose.
Oh,
That was way too easy.
And you also notice as she opens the box, the petals turn from black to a deep crimson. So she looks and says, "Yes, please come with me. Come with me. I must discuss with you in my quarters."
Which leads me to wonder how Dunkelzon got it later.
Oh, various things.
But I'm
a
sure
lot of
that
time passed. There's plenty of time.
There's
Yeah.
a shit ton of time between now and then.
plenty of time.
For
Yeah,
people,
I don't know at what point he got a hold of it.
I mean, this is what the first age, and wasn't it or something?
Fourth.
Fourth world.
All right, and
There's 2 whole worlds to go before
Yeah.
Dunkelzon
Yeah.
dies. So
so there's plenty of worldly bullshit to happen to change everything.
We got all kinds.
6 to 7,000 years. Yeah.
You return to her quarters and you notice that there is a lot of books of arcane nature. There is a lot of variable magical items in the and crap, there's no knowledges in the thing. Is there?
So there are.
What knowledges do you have, Krendar?
I don't think I have anything that relates to this. Let me double check.
And
I have horror lore, and I have, what was the other one? Scourge history. Actually, that might slightly touch on this.
I have Barsaive history and legends and heroes.
not so much. Dakota, you said you had something?
Legends and racial lore? I didn't put a race, so I assume it'd be mine.
Yeah.
So, with your bits of knowledge, I'm just going to give it to you. Krendar, you don't have to roll. You can tell she is a warder. She helped keep up the wards and everything when the Scourge happened. And you can see like a bunch of little items there that were helpful that she's been researching. Some things that look like it pertains to even what you saw with the horror that you guys used to talk to.
Oh, our buddy in the possessed dead body, you mean?
Yeah, Rex-Ray.
Or as we like to call him, not Rex Ray.
Wait a second. What does this remind you? This reminds you of Rex-Ray how?
The wards and stuff. Remember the horror that was possessing Rex Ray's body, and he was in a circle of warding
Yes.
that was meant to contain him. It's similar to that,
Oh.
or of and pertaining to that type of thing. So yeah, she's got the tools and know-how to ward against horrors. In other words.
Yes. So she sits down and she looks at it, and she's looking at the rose some more. She pulls out a note, and you can see like it's scribbled from what you can tell. Since I'm assuming you guys aren't like trying to peer as hard on it. But you can see in larger words at the bottom Devon's name very nicely written.
Yeah, he probably left her a note with it. Yeah,
exactly. And so she turns to Wyland. Can I see that sword, please?
Yes. I suppose it's all right.
So yeah, you hand her the sword from the Ornamented Dawn.
Yes.
I thought you had it
sword out
on
of his
you.
pants.
Did you have it in your pants?
Well, I mean, she wouldn't have known about it if it was in there. So yeah, I would have used. Assume it's actually on a sheath.
Well, she
much smaller than I expected it to be.
It's my dirt.
Ooh, size doesn't matter. Yes, I will give her the sword.
Okay. So she looks over it and it's like, been so long.
It's not the size of the sword, but the step of its damage.
She starts talking about it. It's been so long since I've seen one of these again. So Devon has asked me to help you discover more of these. As some of you may perchance tell. And when she says that, she kind of nods towards Grigori. I work with things to help stop the horrors and the scourge from happening again. Or at least protecting my people, and hopefully not incurring a wrath worse than what we are currently experiencing. But,
So you are of the same discipline as I then, yes?
in a way. But she's looking like, I will need time to do some research. Knowledge of these is old, and hopefully I can persuade the queen to allow me into the archives to research some things. But until then, I do have a request if you would be willing to hear me out.
Hmm.
I have word of some ill happenings going on nearby, and I do not want this happening in the Bloodwoods or to any of my people. Or you see, there is
That's
a
certain.
What? Oh, go
I
ahead.
was going to say it certainly seems like you have more than your own fair share of troubles right now.
Yes, well, there is a slaver, a Terran,
Theron.
Theron?
sorry. Theron slaver that was seen not too far from the Bloodwoods, and we prefer not to engage with them just in case anything happens, but you three seem capable enough. In fact, I heard about what you did, pointing to Kaja, defeating one of our newer recruits easily.
Just like awkwardly smile.
You
and
you
just
mightily,
bow.
mightily smote one of our rank ass newbies.
Smote.
Good job.
I did it.
Uh, these points out that yes, some of the scouts that are talk with me and let me know, and I have checking on things constantly. They let me know that they've seen one heading northwest into the forest near here. And well, if you could, I would beg you to please take care of them. We don't want them, encountering any of my people, enslaving anymore.
Yes. Slavery is a terrible thing.
Very.
Would be happy to,
Yes, we would.
Very.
says the spirit finder.
One of you, if one of your scouts will lead us, we'll take care of it.
Yes, I will have people, and she see her scribble something down, very hastily. And if you would give this to them, they will provide you with rations and most things to help you through the Bloodwoods real quickly. It should take no more than 2 days there and back.
Yes, that shouldn't be a problem. A question for you, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, did she tell us what her name was?
No, she did not. I meant crap. Okay, yeah. When she first introduced herself, she says she tells you her name. I am sorry about that.
Well, okay. So one question. Sorry about that. Is
Lipnia. Thank you, fantasy name generator.
oh, I thought you said her name was sorry about that. Okay, I thought that was
No.
like some sort of long elven name.
No, it is. She introduced herself as. I'm just gonna go with Lipniad.
Yeah. Lipnia, what do you know of this Caloran? He spoke to us before you got here, and he asked that we come and see him when we are done talking to you. We're not against such things, but I'm just curious what you know of him.
He was also very curious to see your box.
Yes, he is always a bit curious about whatever Devon sends back. For he is one of the other warders, but he's a scheming type, as you've all encountered in your own ways. The ones who, instead of proving themselves through work or skill, they do what little they can and then constantly try to get praise in other ways. Trying to win favors by just being there.
Sure, off the backs of others.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
But you see, he's not trusting Devon ever since the fact that, Well, Kevin did work with the Ebony ones at one point. He joined them because he wanted to protect our woodlands. And since he was caught into another care and another protection whenever the scourge hit, he wasn't affected by this horrid curse. And he just always seems to look down on any elf that doesn't have a affliction such as you.
Ah.
That you do not deserve your long life and to enjoy the joys of life because you do not suffer. You do not know what it's like.
Well, I do not know what it's like to suffer with someone with your affliction, but I've suffered enough in my own life, though I would imagine it's not the constant pain that you all experience, but it's still suffering. But yes, I can understand where some of that feelings might come from. We were just curious. We'll be careful.
Yes, do so. And whenever you come back, please find me and let me know what happened.
Indeed.
And she gestures towards the door. Outside, there is a guard waiting to take you back outside. And as you are walking through the halls, you see waiting near the stairs leading down to the main entrance. What was his name again? Colorin, yeah. He's waiting there, staring. It's like, So you've talked to her, have you?
Yes.
He's looking. What did she ask you to do? Yes.
She had just a small favor of service to ask for us.
We really should be going, Wayland. Very important work to be doing.
Indeed. Well, we're something that we're going to undertake, but we can discuss the details of this later.
Grigori's already walking off.
Have a safe journey, gentlemen. The Bloodwood holds many horrors that you may not have seen before.
Seen at least one.
We plan to be careful.
Or perhaps I should say two.
Okay, and when you get down
one literal
to the front, the guard tells you if you needing talk to the scouts. They're gestures to where they tend to be to help you out. Bloodwoods for the night.
Yes,
and you guys are able to go straight to there. You can kind of dick around for a little bit. It's starting to get slightly dark though, so.
If there's any sort of, I mean, they probably don't have a lot of visitors or anything, but if there's some sort of bale of hay they can toss us in for the night or something before we leave, then it might be better to not just leave the gates and then immediately have to defend ourselves for the night in the wild.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Bloodwoods, nonetheless.
Is there a
Exactly.
corner we can sleep in?
Where should we spend our first night sleeping in Horror Town? Okay. How about out in this creepy, thorny woods that want to eat us? Let's go make camp in the horror movie over there.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we'll go in the creepy basement with only one exit.
Yeah.
There's a little old lady there with like a lamp and saying, "I have cookies."
Oh shit! It's Granny Num Nums. Run! Run!
Oh my god! I think I know what to do for the Shadowrun. I think I know what to do for Shadowrun now.
You're welcome.
Oh god. Okay. So yes, you're able to go talk to the scouts. You can tell they have a like some housing set up that's above ground. Whenever they are looking at you, is like, so are you wanting to leave? You just want to leave, or what?
In the morning.
Sleep.
Yes.